My name is Jeff.
That is a funny part on that movie. But did you see I like the part where he's like on the set. Did you see 22 Jump Street?
I've seen them both, yeah.
Where he's putting it together and he's like, wait a minute. And it shows like the meter because this Jonah Hill ended up banging Ice Cube's daughter. And it shows like the meter like ding, 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 ding. And then Channing Tatum's like, oh, shit. And he gets up and he starts running around like that was his daughter. And he's yelling it and dancing and shit. Do you know how pissed off I'd have been? Like, oh, man, that was funny as hell. You never seen 22 Jump Street, right?
I've never seen it. Nope.
Oh,
you can tell by my silence.
Speaking of which, hey, guys, we have a very commonly, not so commonly, every once in a while, rare occasion that's not that rare, except it just became rare. Jbell's here.
Hey!
Hola, senor. How goes it?
Gulliver.
Exactly. We missed you, man. We missed you.
I miss you fucks, too.
Yeah, man. So how's everything been, man, with your travels and shit like that?
Good. I've seen a lot of crazy shit. I've been accosted in a regional airport in Texas, which was enjoyable and disturbing simultaneously.
Lucky.
It was by a TSA agent.
Was he hot?
This is a dangerous groups that we're dealing with now.
No filter.
No filter.
No filter.
No filter.
Welcome to No Filter.
The No Filter.
The No Filter.
The No Filter Podcast, which is
An EMP Network production.
in this show you'll encounter nothing but
Straight talk. No PC.
No PC.
No PC consistency.
Please note that the
Opinions from the host.
Are not a reflection of the EMP Network. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening,
Thanks for opening up your ears and your minds.
and we hope you like this one.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to No Filter. I'm your host, Remorseless. I'm here with Double D.
What's up?
And the fantastic, phenomenal, all of those other PH and F words that I'm not going to sit there and go down the list because I don't give a fuck about, except for fuck, obviously. The rare sightings of the J motherfucking Bell.
Yeah.
I did that on purpose, asshole. It depends. The mole on his forehead was
A little distracting.
it was a bit distracting. It took me over.
What's the difference between a mole and a skin tag?
I don't know.
It's
That's a great question.
probably
That's a great question for Google.
shape, form.
Hey, Google, what's the difference between a mole and a skin tag?
On the website epiphenedermatology.com, they say,
Whoa.
to see a visual difference between wart and mole bumps, look for pigment and hair. Warts don't have either, but moles have both. Because of their pigment, they have the rare potential to change from a regular mole into skin cancer. To read more, look for the link in your Google Home app.
Thank you, Google.
Sexy.
Oh, well, no, I'm terrified
Oh.
for the rest of the day.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, Jay.
All right,
Fuck
you need to
dude.
relax.
I'll worry about it if I want to.
Do what the hell he wants to.
That's good to know that warts do not become cancers.
Yeah.
Good to know.
So, I think it was moles becoming cancerous, not warts.
Right.
I remember when I was younger, they used to say frogs gave you warts. Did you guys ever hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
If you let them pee on you.
Did you know I just found out chickens had sex?
Are you kidding me, dude?
What?
I'm
Where the
very.
fuck do you think you get eggs?
That's the thing.
Is it the divine conception?
Hens lay eggs regardless. So hold on. All right. So listen. Hear me out.
I
This
do.
is what
I
happened.
was shook when I first heard that.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Are you fucking with me?
No, I'm
All
not
right.
fucking with you.
Because all right. So hear me out. Listen. Hens lay eggs regardless, right?
Correct.
So what I thought was it was a whole like. Hold on. I'm peeking. What I thought is it was a whole like a fish situation. where like the hens lay eggs and the chickens and the rooster kind of like sprays over it or something like that. Like,
crop dusting.
I swear to God, we had this big conversation at work because like I legitimately did not know chickens had, and then I Googled it because they were like, you need to shut the fuck up, Jay. Then I Googled it because they were like, you need to see what happens, and these fuckers just run full speed at each other.
Oh, I never seen it.
Like chicken sex seems painful. Like they just run bow, 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 and keep hitting each other, and they keep hitting each other.
Yeah.
Like they have either terrible aim or great aim. Like no wonder they can't fly.
Great foreplay.
Oh my gosh, they literally just run full speed at each other and just keep. And then the shit just spills all over the floor and stuff. Like they impregnate leaves and shit doing that.
Wait a minute, what shit spills all over the floor?
Chicken sperm.
Oh, well, I don't know if you realize this, but look at an egg the size of, relative to the size of a chicken. I mean, it'd be like throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, I wasn't aware that chickens had sex. I just didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, you thought it was some kind of fish thing.
Yeah, I thought it was the fish situation. I didn't know.
You're not like seasoning a steak. It's not
Sprinkle it.
spreading
Sprinkle
your
it around.
Montreal over top of the.
Let me tell you something. I had no idea what was going on in the whole situation, honestly.
Dude, that's great. I needed that this morning. That's enjoyable.
I just wasn't aware. I just wasn't aware of it.
What freaks me out is how other things like insects have sex, like
Insects
insects have sex.
Insect sex.
Like,
INSEX.
no idea how that happens.
You have no idea how insects have sex?
Yeah, no, I don't think it's like a fish situation.
That'd be a great like cover band name.
Hello,
Pittsburgh. We are insects.
Insects.
Insects is crazy. Insects.
Better than outsex.
Do snakes have sex?
I don't know.
No idea. Like a snake penis? Is that a thing?
Ooh, snake dick. What does snake dick
Does
look
like
like?
a snake dick come out? Does a snake dick come out? Like
It's
one
just
of the
a-
scales like pop up like a sunroof, and then a dick pops out.
And then just a tinier version of the snake pops out.
I know it'd be that a snake, and then it's just.
Slithers on it.
Here's the other question: does the snake dick have a tongue?
Ooh, that would be crazy.
Some crazy head.
Do you think how
Head given
satisfying
head.
do you think it would be for that snake if the snake's dick came out and it was a snake, and then the tongue was in after the snake inserted into the other snake, the tongue came out and was like,
Oh yeah, nice.
that snake
Double
would
your
probably-
pleasure,
Yeah.
double your fun.
It's like one of the
snake
like one of
gasms.
those Russian dolls. That's like a doll with inside a doll.
Those things are creepy.
What are those even called? I can't remember. There's an actual name for them.
Russian dolls.
Nesting doll.
Russian dolls.
Nesting doll.
Are you sure?
Nesting doll.
Yeah. I was watching the it's a documentary on Netflix, Blue Planet 2. Have you guys seen this?
No, I didn't see
It's-
Blue Planet 1.
Well, it's all about the oceans and like all the different sea life and everything. And first of all, cuttlefish is my brand new favorite animal. These things are fucking awesome. Cuttlefish. They have like an octopus-like face, kind of like Cthulhu. There's like tentacles on its face, and then its body kind of looks like a spaceship or something. Man, it is freaky deaky. And then it can change colors like an octopus can.
Wait. Did you just say freaky deaky?
Yeah, I did.
Glad that you touched on that. 'Cause I was
Freaky
gonna say
deaky.
something.
Well, here's the best
Freaky
part.
deaky
So,
is a nasty sentence. That's a nasty word.
Boy Meets World called. They want their phrase back.
hey, that was a good ass show, man. I watched that
was.
every week. So this cuttlefish, right? So it was a smaller male, and they were saying how the bigger male cuttlefish was protecting the female, so that other males won't mate with her. And so this dude, the smaller one, changes his color and mimics like he's a female, so he can like sneak in And I'm like, look at this little bitch. He's pretending to be a girl,
He's
right?
cuddle blocking.
So
Don't cuddle block.
So he sneaks in, mates with the female cuttlefish, and then goes out the back door. I'm like, you just snuck into this dude's house.
You just described fish rape.
And plus, that's
she was into it.
But that's lesbian fish rape because she was into it. So how he
no. Once he was inside,
he camouflaged as a female
just to get inside past the larger male.
Oh, okay. So he was a female, went past the bouncers, and then banged and bounced.
He banged that dude's wife and then left.
Oh, he's Tyrone.
That's fish rape, man.
I was like, that was the best thing I've ever seen.
In a sorority house.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's why cuttlefish are my new favorite animal.
So you support fish rape?
Wait a minute.
Hey, I'm telling you, it was consensual. If you would have seen her,
if it was consensual, he wouldn't have to dress up like a fucking chick to get into the gig.
It was like Perseus. It was like Perseus.
She was cheating on her man.
It was like Perseus going after Agamemnon's brother's girlfriend or wife, and he banged her, and then he took her, Helen. He took Helen, like, Leia, let's go to Troy.
Let's go.
Yeah, but look what happened to them.
They're all dead.
Yeah, that's just not a good idea.
Look, I'm just saying. It was pretty cool to watch. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I'm sure it was awesome to watch.
Yeah, he's a bitch, though. He's a bitch. Oh, yeah, I'm going to sneak past the bouncer. No, beat the fucking bouncers up.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do,
Don't
I guess.
Be a pussy. Oh, he's a pussy. He's a pussy fish. That's what he should have been called. Pussy fish.
Apparently, he's a smart fish.
He is.
He's a smart pussy fish.
Got in there, got some, and then
he's
gone.
All it takes is throwing on some lipstick and a couple fucking high heels, and he's in like Flint.
I mean, you have to be smart to be a bitch, though, because you have to be good at strategic planning. Like you have to be able to escape.
Wily.
Yeah, like exactly. Like you have to be able to escape situations and get out of situations. So you have to be smart if you're a bitch. Otherwise, there's a difference between being a bitch and a coward, though.
Well, that's why cowards and weasels usually tend to last a little bit long.
Well,
because they know how to survive.
Being a bitch be a self-defense mechanism.
It would be in a sense.
It can be. It can be. And some people are just bitches.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, it would be a survival technique.
Yeah, it like, I don't know.
You've seen it like in Walking Dead? You watch The Walking Dead? Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Eugene, who wasted our time for like a season and a half because he was a little pussy-ass bitch.
Yeah.
And saying, oh, I got the secret. And then he was lying the whole time and wasted like a season of our time.
Yeah, but the reason why, it was smart what he did, though.
Yeah.
It was really smart because he's like,
that's why Abraham fucked him up, too.
He fucked his shit all the way out. But then he also went with the Saviors and
became their bitch.
Yeah, exactly. So like,
Weasel.
I guess sometimes being a bitch is a good way to survive.
No, but he went to the Saviors for, like, his own gratification, to feel important, to feel like he was part of something.
But also, think about people in jail, too. Like, in prison, some people, like, become a bitch to survive because they know that if not, they're going to get beat the fuck up.
Yeah.
It plays their role, but I don't know. I don't think I could handle it. I'd be dead.
Yeah.
Not to sound like overly masculine or anything like that, but there ain't anybody.
So you're telling me you went and suck a
with
dick?
My spinner.
You went and suck a dick.
In prison? Fuck no.
So out of prison,
Southside on a Saturday night after a couple mimosas.
That's a different story.
Shots of tequila that somebody poured down a funnel. I mean, anything can happen.
Oh, okay.
As long as it's consensual.
As long as it's consensual.
Yeah. I don't like to be forced to
I'm
do
not
anything.
up as
I was going to do it.
To get into a damn club.
I was going to do it. Just don't force me to do it. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
Holy
man.
shit.
Double D, would you suck a dick? Would you in prison? Would you suck a dick?
Would I cuttlefish?
Would you cuddlefish in prison?
That's what we're calling it.
I don't know, man. It sounds pretty rough. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
It sounds pretty rough because I don't want to do it. Dude, you got to understand, there's no manscaping in prison either.
Oh God, that would be the worst thing ever.
You're getting short and curlies all between your teeth, Double D.
Jesus. The hygiene too. Can you imagine the lack of hygiene?
No, but I mean,
So now
you never
sperm?
know. Yeah, you never know, Double D. If you go to jail, I was actually reading because I was really curious on this. And did you know that sperm clears up acne?
Does it?
Yeah.
Wait.
You got any pimples?
Yeah, I was. Let me grab this link. I was talking to one of my friends, and she was
Make
like,
sure you edit that name out.
"I will. Hold on."
How does one find this out?
I was talking to one of my friends, and she was talking to me about it, and I was like, because like we were talking about sucking dick,
Right, as
All
you
right.
normally do.
and
Which you
I
have
was
a wealth
like-
of knowledge of all.
and I was like, all right, so you gotta let what's going. I don't understand. And she said that sperm is bad for your teeth, but it's good for your skin.
And now, is this her own independent study where she's getting this information, empirical
Well,
data?
Well, I mean,
This was not a double-blind study performed by scientists, right?
I'm not
double-
sure.
It's a double ball study.
It's a double ball study.
Made her blind.
Given the principles of her occupation, I don't know. I mean,
Would she jack horses off?
no, she's a stripper, but I don't know if she
well, there
sucked
you go.
dick for money. But I mean, I'm sure she's had had enough dicks in her lips to
Jesus
be a
Christ.
professional.
Dick lips.
Duck lips.
Hey, she's
Duck
one,
lips.
you know.
Riff raff. Street rap.
Hey, I'm not judging. Do what you do, boo boo.
Not saying all strippers suck dick for money either. I just noticed I said that.
You're like, I'm sure she does. She's a stripper.
No, it's just because I know her and I know like she had a lot of dicks in her lips.
All right, buddy. So after this conversation with this dick sucker, this notorious dick sucker, apparently, you went and looked this
Notorious
up.
Dick sucker.
I was curious.
N-O-T-O-R-I.
All right, so on this article it says extraordinary things sperm can do. Or you can
do with sperm. Here we go.
All right.
Fun for the whole family.
Hold on, I gotta move the mic. All right, so it says I should have just brought it up on my fucking phone. Hold on, mic's in my way. You got a better view than I do, Double D.
Jesus.
You do.
Let's see. Sperm is one of the...
Why don't you just use the...
I can't see that far, dude.
Wow, you are old and blind. All right.
Sperm is one of the vital components. Components? That was embarrassing. When planning to start a family. Like a woman's egg, a man's sperm must be healthy in order to reach and penetrate the egg. Though sperm is mainly used for procreation, it can have extraordinary benefits for everyday life.
Having extraordinary benefits for everyday life is crazy.
This is crazy. This is like one of those articles that you see that you can click on from Facebook or something.
In sperm, a crystalline polymer. I'm not reading all of that shit. Anyway, it says that it can clear up acne. You can turn there's components in sperm that you can use for face cream that usually is like around $250.
Yes.
That's crazy.
I've been
So that's a
saying it
hell of
for
a discount.
years.
That's
Dude,
a
I'm
hell of
going
a
into
discount.
Business, man.
You got a factory. Honey! Got a face cream factory.
The overhead is very minimal. I make everything myself.
Yeah, I mean, if
I
you're
don't
not,
outsource anything.
let me tell you, you better not. Outsourcing to somebody is crazy. Now, do you get the vowels yourself, or do they send them in? Like, how would you outsource Double D?
I'll just jizz into anything you want, and then I'll mail it to you. That's my business
I
proposal.
see the dollar signs here. I wish that
You just
Art was here to back me up on this.
you
It
just
could turn into like we'd have like a whole facility of like dudes. It'd be like
Just
a
coming
cow
into
milking
things.
facility.
like just
wait.
email us. Tell
Hold
us
on.
what you want. Like a mason jar, whatever.
Am I the only one that noticed that he said, "I wish Art was here to back me up on this"? Like he was just going, "Oh, I'm all."
Because he's the finance guy. There's a serious
There you go.
So
opportunity here to make some money.
You're talking about male farming. Isn't that kind of illegal?
Is
It's
it
a
though?
dick farm.
I don't know.
I would say probably 8 out of 10 men would not have an issue, and the 2 that do wear skinny jeans.
It depends on who's
That's a good
whacking me
call.
off. Like it can't just be some regular type of nurse. That's
Oh,
gonna
I
whack.
thought
You
we'd
gotta
be taking care of ourselves.
I'm not gonna sit there and beat off for 8 hours.
That's true.
No.
I'd shrivel up like a fucking raisin.
I guess you'd have to be on salary. Right?
Oh, because you're gonna work every hour of the day, like when it hits you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I don't know what the hell's wrong with Art. I'm trying to call him.
I don't know how we're going to get this business off the ground, you guys.
I'm not in it. I'm sorry.
You're not in it?
No.
All right.
It depends on
I'm in it.
like we gotta find somebody who are we hiring?
A minute to win it.
We have to. I'll be in it, but we have to like discuss the milkers. Like we need
People who do the milking.
Yeah, we need to really discuss the milkers because I'm not gonna do it myself. You know.
Well, here's the thing. Because of the workplace laws, we'd have to be an equal opportunity employer. So we could not discriminate, but
This is
we
true.
could also give people the option to milk themselves or have a co-milker, so to speak. You could hire your own milker. Because we're talking about, you don't want any bad sperm, you know what I mean? And I think it would taint the project if you had some
Taint.
crusty critter
Oh, we got to have
touching your hammer,
standards.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it would be more potent and revitalizing to someone's face if your specimen was delivered in a happy state.
Absolutely. And you know what? I bet people could even make
Smiling
requests.
sperm.
Like,
That's the name of the company.
Smiling sperm.
they can make requests like I want this guy to be watching a certain kind of porn while he does it, right? And that
There you
could
go.
help
Ooh.
enhance.
And then we could take little video snapshots of it happening, not actually showing the process, just like showing faces and stuff like that. Because
Yeah.
then
we don't give
cross the
away
line
our
of, like,
secrets.
pornography, and I don't want to be in pornography.
Right. This is
I
art.
mean, I would be in pornography, but I don't want to be in the business of pornography.
It's a gold mine, you guys.
And
I don't
we
know.
could
You
do
guys are
regions.
selling.
Like
you
you
guys are
could pick.
selling
I
me.
want like Australian face cream. You know what I mean? Or I want Brazilian face cream.
Oh, okay.
Or I want Kentucky face cream.
Who the hell wants Kentucky face cream?
You never know, dude.
Kentucky
You never know.
face cream.
Somebody's
That
sitting
sounds
in
like
an
one of
old
those, like, Dirty
destitute
Sanchez.
trailer in
Nobody.
Chattanooga.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
Nobody
like a-
wants Kentucky face. Nobody wants anything
A
from Kentucky.
Mississippi Hot Pocket.
Drinking moonshine out of a wooden cup.
Oh man.
I need to get me some Kentucky face cream.
That's that high price face cream right there.
Oh, but it's worth it, Maggie May.
$5 menu
It's
item
worth
right
it.
there, buddy.
high dollar face cream. Just imagine where you live if you think Kentucky face cream is top dollar face cream.
It probably would be pretty good though, because those dudes
In
are
Kentucky.
because they don't eat shit but fucking like varmints and like dirt, and they make moonshine all day long, so they probably know how to proof that shit right.
No, absolutely not. That is low grade. Sit on your porch in a rocking chair next to your hound dog ass face cream.
No, dude.
That's not
You'd
as
get
bad as West
low-grade
Virginia.
face cream from places like L.A.
It'll
all be fake.
That's that
You'd have
deliverance
pseudo
cream.
face cream.
Fake face cream is disgusting. Just imagine that.
What's fake
And then
about
the
it?
Chinese, it'd be like sugar paste water.
No, you'll get like the semen, but not the sperm in fake face cream.
Yeah, then it doesn't work. They're Chinese.
They'll all have vasectomies.
That's what it is. It's vasectomy. That's how it's fake.
Yeah.
Oh man, so they're all blanks.
Wow.
Jesus.
All right, so 23 minutes in. What exactly?
We've been talking about sperm for 23 minutes. That is a new record, fellas.
I don't know. Our last record, it was about 25, 26.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go through a series of headlines for you guys.
Sweet.
That are pretty funny that I found on the internet here. On one particular site, which will remain nameless for infringement reasons.
I'm still giving you your fake news drop whenever it comes on.
Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
What time is it?
Welcome to 5 Minutes of Fake News with Jbell.
All right, first one. Brad Pitt stumbles across old cardboard box with Gwyneth Paltrow's head in the attic.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Come on!
You're a liar. You're a liar. A fucking liar.
That movie was awesome.
I love that's in my top 5.
Tom Hanks vows he won't stop until he has portrayed every last American.
Isn't he almost there?
It, man. Huh?
Isn't he almost there anyway?
He's close. I think he's got like 2 or 3 more people to do.
Yeah, like
that fucking guy has done everything.
America's sweetheart.
And he's good at it.
he's rangy. That's one of the things I like about him. He's rangy.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't like what are the actors called that are just that just do like typecast.
Yeah,
I don't like
yeah.
typecast. Like I don't like the movies where you can just remove, like we'll use Seven for example. You can't remove Brad Pitt out of that movie and put anybody else there
Right,
and they
it
would
would be
play
a different
that role.
film, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Spacey and well, you could remove Gwyneth Paltrow. She just cried and got killed, but Morgan Freeman. You can't do that with these ones.
Can't remove Morgan Freeman from anything that he's done.
No, definitely not.
All right, moving on. Report: girl who called you a slut in high school posting passionate status about Women's March.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right.
That's probably fairly accurate nowadays.
But I don't know if that's a bad thing though. You can grow, learn, you know.
I'm not touching
called
the
you a-
subject.
It's that same type of person that's probably banging their chest saying that they've always been for equality.
Yeah, I can see that being the case too.
Yeah,
You know
there's
what I'm
nothing
saying?
wrong with growing and changing as long as you don't have amnesia about the person that you once were.
Yeah, you always have to live your past. If you don't
Own
live your
up to
past,
it.
if you don't live your past, somebody's going to use it against you. Period.
Mhm.
Well, that's the problem. Is there's a lot of hypocrites in the world.
Yeah, for sure.
Man wishes woman in crowded bar would let him read Jane Austen novel alone.
Yeah, she's harassing him. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
Let him read the fucking book, lady.
It
Let him
sounds
read the
like an
book. Don't come over
elaborate
here and
ploy
say
to me.
hi.
Oh, the women are going to love, the moms out there are going to love this one. Mom hasn't said full uninterrupted sentence to family since 1997. Oh, shit. New report finds adult film star may have paid over $130,000 to cover up sexual encounter with Trump.
Ew.
Sarah Huckabee Sanders repeatedly insists that president's footprints created the Great Lakes.
Oh, wow.
Oh, here we go. ICE agents hurl pregnant immigrant over Mexican border to prevent birth on U.S. soil.
Hey, any way you can, get him out of here.
Shit.
Just imagine that, though. Hey, John, get the legs. 1, 2, 3.
My back.
Frustrated dad at a restaurant wants a normal burger.
Wow.
Because you go to these burger joints now and they're all over the place. I get it. I understand it.
Hi-yo.
Italian grandmother doesn't have heart to tell family any dipshit can make lasagna.
It's an old family secret recipe.
Everybody does want their lasagna to be like spectacular. Oh yeah, my grandma made this, and this is the old and it tastes just like Tyson's. Bitch, your grandma went to the store and got it for like the past 20 years. It even has the brand on it. Come on, she didn't even take it out the plastic this time.
Damn it, Nani.
She packages it. I swear.
Don't tell anybody. It's my shameful secret. I've harbored it for 20 years. It's been Stouffer's. I feel like that was like probably a commercial for Stouffer's back in the 60s or something. Shh, don't tell the secret. It's grandma's secret. It's Stouffer's. I can
definitely see that being like that would be, and that would have been a great, like, just think about it. If you can buy a lasagna that tastes like your grandmother's lasagna, like I would buy that.
I'd buy it too.
I would buy that. They're like, oh, don't say anything. All right, okay, we won't. Shh.
Grandma, what's your secret? Shh, don't tell. All right, what else you got, Jay?
I'm looking for another good one here. Jeff Bezos' table's latest breakthrough cost-cutting ideas after realizing it's just slaves. Wow.
Wow.
Considered it, decided to not go with it.
I must make sure you have the skills to please my grandson, says Queen Elizabeth, after disrobing before Meghan Markle.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I'm watching that.
Wait, what? Double D, you really need to revamp your porn history, dude.
I'd watch
Seriously.
That's hot. The Queen and Meghan Markle?
Old people sex.
Can you imagine? She probably hasn't had sex in like decades. The Queen.
She probably has. You never know.
You think she has some man boys?
Young studs.
Nah.
Come up to her chamber and beat the dust off of that pussy.
Who would want to have
Royal
sex
Wizard
with,
sleeves?
Queen Elizabeth?
Royal Wizard sleeves.
I'd fuck her.
Why?
Because she's Queen Elizabeth, dude.
I think that's why I would do it too.
Nope.
Just to say you slept with the Queen.
Pass.
I'd derobe. I'd hit it from behind, like holding a scepter and everything.
No.
Wearing the crown jewels.
I'd make her wear the crown jewels.
And that little, the rope cape thing.
All right. Let's move on. My stomach's starting
like
to turn.
You wouldn't pound her from behind, dude. Holding the
Golden
scepter.
Retriever Mauls 5 and
100%
huge
would
victory
not.
for pit bull apologists.
One more time.
Golden Retriever Mauls 5 in huge victory for pit bull apologists. It's got a picture of his golden retriever with blood all over his face.
Golden Retrievers are assholes, though. You want to know what Dalmatians are assholes?
Are they?
Like Dalmatians are way more vicious than pits. They're fucking jerks. They are. I've never met a dog worse than a Dalmatian. They are assholes. Like, seriously.
Dogs are assholes in general.
Yeah, that's true, but some of them get extra scoops. And
get what?
Extra scoops of asshole.
Oh.
And Dalmatians are one of those dogs that get extra scoops of asshole.
Bill Cosby feeling disoriented after jury slips conviction into his verdict.
Well, I
New
don't
cut off
feel
your
so
genitals
good.
challenge gains popularity among teens online. Oh my!
Fuck.
Well, you know what? I'm just going to leave that one alone.
Were you going to bring up female genital mutilation? Forced circumcision?
Ugh. I could see something like that happening, though. Kids are fucking dumb.
Just cutting. Yeah. I can see that. You don't think that would happen?
I don't want to think about it.
Fucking kids eat Tide Pods, man.
Ball chop challenge.
Ball chop.
It just needs a catchy name, and everybody will start doing it. Ball chop challenge. Go. It'll have somebody on YouTube with like shears, holding their testicles and neutering themselves
with a butcher knife.
Inconsolable Jeff Sessions tries to commit suicide by smoking a joint.
Poor him.
It was
him.
our fault. It was our fault. He got
was.
fired too.
I feel so sorry for that guy.
I don't know him, but yeah, it was
Would you give him a hug?
Jeff Sessions.
Yeah.
I don't like Keebler elves.
Take a bite of him.
No, I don't like Keebler cookies, except for the ones with the stripe. Like they're the vanilla ones with the chocolate bottom, and then they have like the
Is it a circle?
the stripes. Yeah, they're circles, and they have the stripes on them.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I'm
Fudge
talking about.
stripes.
Are they're not called fudge stripes?
I think they're called fudge stripes.
Are they called fudge stripes? Okay, just ignore it. Okay.
He's deep in thought. He is deep in thought. He's thinking about how Bill Cosby's going to spend his night in jail.
With him.
Not me. This one's a long one. I don't even know if I understand this one. Coffee cultivation merely extends the system of colonial oppression. Recite nation's 180,000 radicalized Starbucks employees after 3-hour anti-bias training. I don't get that.
I'm guessing it's saying that white men are evil. Just a shot in the dark.
No,
It's a shot in the dark.
I think it's remember when the kids got kicked out of Starbucks because they didn't buy anything or anything like that.
Oh yeah, they got the cops called on them or something.
Yeah. I think it has something to do with that, like not being biased towards. I mean, I also could be embedding because there was a lot of words in that.
Yeah, all I heard was colonial, and I was.
I heard colonial. I heard anti-bias. I heard Starbucks.
All good things.
Man offended by rude female coworker continuing to speak over him after he clearly interrupted her.
How dare she? How dare she?
I'm gonna let you finish. How, Sway?
That's
How,
just
Sway?
rude.
How, Sway? You ain't got the answers.
And the cherry on the sundae, we must protect the pure Aryan bloodline, says child, after 9 minutes of unsupervised Facebook access. Holy shit.
I'm glad you saved that one for last. I'm happy about that.
Dude, Facebook is just something else, dude. It is a cesspool of just shit. It's horrible. I try to spend as little time as possible on there.
All right, I got one more because this is good. We had a prison topic earlier. Biggest guy in prison tired of every new inmate beating the shit out of him on their first day.
Fucker needs to learn how to fight.
I'd like to see that interview.
Unless they're beating him in a different way, trying to get face cream.
Face cream. Some of that Kentucky face cream.
It might be. He might.
They want that Shawshank.
Face cream.
Come here,
Shawshank face cream.
Come here, Tommy.
Oh, the sound on that was great. I enjoyed that.
Why did he sound like?
So, can I tell you my story about getting cavity searched
Yes.
by TSA
Please.
in Texas?
I am really curious to
Speaking
hear this.
Life in prison.
Okay, so we all can agree that I'm an asshole, but I'm an asshole for comedic purposes. So I just do random things that probably at some point in time will end up getting me in trouble.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. So because I travel so much, I have TSA pre-check. You spend whatever it is, and you just go through this expedited line real quick. You don't have to take your belt, your shoes off.
So it's
your
like
backpack,
Easy
none of
Pass.
that shit.
It's the
It's like
Easy
Easy
Pass
Pass.
of airports.
It's the Easy Pass for airports.
Nice.
So these regional airports, they just don't give a fuck. They don't care. They do whatever they want. So I'm going in to check in for my flight. I do all that stuff. I'm going through the line, the Easy Pass line. And they tell me, well, you got to pull this out of your pocket. You got to take this out of your backpack. But I said, I'm in the fucking TSA pre-check line. I shouldn't have to do any of this.
Do you know who the fuck I
Well,
am?
that's how we do it down here, blah, 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 blah. I said, okay, whatever. So I take all this stuff off, put it through the x-ray machine, and then I walk through my own x-ray machine. It goes off. I must have forgot something. So this wonderfully mold gentleman comes up to me and says, okay, well, we have to cavity search you. We have to pull you off to the side.
Jesus.
He's like, we could take you in his room over here so you can have a bit more privacy, whatever. I said, no, man. I said, just do it right here. Get it over and done with. So he starts going over the top half of my body and stuff like that, check in, like rubbing in my neck, like to see if I'm hiding a fucking blade under my skin or something. And then he goes and proceeds to tell me, he's like, okay, now I have to start from the bottom. I'm going to work my way up. I'm going to go into your cavity and check fairly deep to make sure that there's nothing there. I said, you going to buy me a drink first? And he, like, hoping I would get some kind of, like, laugh or something like that out of him. Nothing. Stone cold killer face. So he goes down from my ankle, starts working his way up, dude, and he gets right in my butt crack. He's in there so far, like he is pressing not only my underwear, but my pants into my crack. And I don't know what made me do it. I have no idea. But as soon as he got in there and he started fiddling around in my crack, I was like, And I looked down to see if I could get another reaction out of him. Nothing, dude. And everybody around us is in fucking tears, dude. These younger TSA agents and shit like that are crying and laughing and stuff like that. The people in line are pissing their pants. This guy did nothing.
Hey, what's up? It's Remorseless from the EMP Network. We here at the network would like to thank you for listening. And if you like what you hear, share it, with a friend, a coworker, anybody you would think that would like it. Hell, even anybody that you would think wouldn't like it if you can stand talking to them. Follow us on social media platforms like Facebook, EMP Network, Instagram, EMP Network 412, no spaces, all lowercase, and Twitter, @network_EMP. YouTube is under construction, but we'll have that soon. The point is, we want to hear from you. And if it doesn't take too much time out of your day, give us a review, good or bad. We look at all of these as a chance to learn and grow. We have a lot more planned in the future, but we cannot do it without your help. So please, if you think that we're worth it, leave a comment, give a review, and most importantly, share. Thank you for listening.
Absolutely nothing. And then he went around to the front and he did the same thing to my fucking balls. I was so fucking pissed off. And then he like swabbed me for explosives and shit like that.
Any noise when he went in the front?
Huh?
Did you make any noise when he went in the front?
No, because I wasn't going to get the same reaction. The whole purpose was like to get this guy to lighten up a little bit. He was not. He was straight by the book.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be happy doing that job either.
Well, here's the thing with that. Here's the thing with that. Just imagine how embarrassed he was whenever he put his hand in your ass crack and you moaned about it.
Embarrassed? Maybe he was proud.
Nah, he was probably embarrassed as shit because everybody's laughing.
Like, that's never happened to me before. Huh?
He's like,
dude.
Oh man, I can't believe that this just happened again.
Again,
he's from
third
the
time
South,
this
dude.
week.
These fucking queers coming through the airport all the time.
Oh man.
And then here's a crazy one. I was in these crazy situations always happen in Texas for me. Always. So I was flying from Louisiana, a regional airport in Louisiana, into a major international airport in Texas. And I'll never fly American Airlines again. Ever. Fuck them.
I could have told you that. They suck.
Well, I had to. It was the only way I could get in and then get back out. But like 5 delays and shit like that. At one point, the plane had taken off from Texas to come pick us up. It got halfway, and they had to turn it back around because it lost cabin pressure. It was just a hot mess. So I get on this plane. I get over to Texas. I'm walking out of the airport because I got a big layover to smoke. So I text Carrie. I said, fuck American Airlines. They can kiss my ass. Whatever. Go back in, go through the TSA pre-check to get back inside the airport. And I got flagged again. Except for this time, they specifically wanted to see my phone. Nothing else. They wanted my phone. So he took my phone and he plugged it in and he was searching for something and stuff like that and gave it back to me. But it's the exact same phone that I texted my wife on for saying fuck American Airlines.
Do you think they saw that?
I don't know, dude. Why would they just specifically... Because I had 2 phones. Why would he say, I want that phone?
It may have
Plot
been...
thickens.
Yeah, I mean, they could have seen that and seen the fuck American Airlines, or you could have got flagged.
What are they doing?
You may have been flagged.
Yeah, but how are they going to flag a specific phone?
Why wouldn't they be able to?
Unless they've been
Hold on,
tracking you
wait
this
a
whole
minute,
time.
wait a minute. Hold on. You two are the most, besides you know who at work, you two are the most conspiracy theorist ass people I've ever met in my life. And you are saying, how could they have flagged the phone? Are
Listen,
you guys fucking, this is where you draw the line?
I enjoy hearing a good conspiracy theory.
All right.
I don't subscribe to them. I just want to know how it's possible to pick out a certain... Like, I wasn't even close to where TSA pre-check was. Like, I had to walk way far away to go outside to vape. And then I had to walk way far back to get back in line to go through TSA pre-check to go back inside to catch my flight. Which, mind you, was fucking delayed again. Another delay.
All right, so we're going to play this out. All right, so what I think happens is, and this is what I always think happens in airports. And honestly, airports are one of the only places I'm like super careful being at because of like this is how I think.
Oh, you don't want to fuck around at an airport.
Yeah,
for sure.
and I think that they monitor from the driveway or from, have you ever been to an airport? We'll use Pittsburgh International, for example. I think they monitor from the entrance to the airport, not the building, the entrance to like the airport area, all the way to like the inside of the building and different things like that. I think they monitor each and every person that goes through. I mean, check their phones and all kind of shit like that. I mean, you guys are talking about how Google listens to us all the time. You know what I'm saying?
That's some serious traffic. That's some serious traffic.
It doesn't matter, but yeah, that's true. But if they keep it on, you know what I'm saying? And they have an algorithm that only pings certain words. You said fuck American Airlines. That can be taken as a terrorist type of situation. You know what I'm saying? I wonder how many. I wonder how many more.
That's what I was thinking. Dude.
I wonder how many more people got pinged on that fuck American Airlines, because a lot of people say that. You know what I'm saying? I've said fuck Delta, but I don't say shit like that in the airport because of situations like this. Like this, that I've always thought that they just monetize.
Here's what I think. I think they were probably watching you the whole time. They were probably watching you the whole time. It didn't start when you got to the airport. I
certainly won't do it again. I won't take that chance. And not
they're
because
still
I'm afraid
watching
of,
you.
like what they're going to find, because they ain't going to find anything. Just I don't want the delay.
Yeah, it's inconvenient, but also you do it enough times, you may end up on some list.
A blacklist.
This guy moans when you put a hand in his ass crack.
That's exactly why you got flagged.
And he hates the airlines. Oh yeah, he's a terrorist.
In fact, he's not even traveling anywhere. He's a sick fuck, just likes to come in to get his ass probed.
People, he just likes his karate. He just likes his cheeks karate chopped.
He literally means I fucked American Airlines.
He keeps the glove for a souvenir.
Do you mind if I get that glove that you use? That'd be
disgusting. Just
it's kind of a memento for me.
Tuck that away for later.
Yeah, so that's some crazy shit. I saw a girl riding a cow. I don't know if I told you guys that.
No, was she drunk?
No, she was a little girl. I crossed off like the West Texas checklist. Driving from
that was on your
West
checklist.
Texas to New Mexico. I saw like tumbleweeds flying across the road.
No, you didn't. That's really a thing.
It's really a thing. I saw tumbleweeds going across the road. I saw a fucking dust cyclone. Saw tons of trailers, oil rigs, and a fucking girl riding a cow down the street.
As much as I went to the Midwest, I've never seen a tumbleweed.
I'd like to.
Well, they wouldn't be in the Midwest. They'd be in the West and in the South.
Well, as much as
Southwest.
I went to the West and the South, like even when I went to Texas, I've never seen a tumbleweed. And I've driven through
West Texas, dude.
You got to put it on your list.
West Texas, like where? I'm not making a list like that.
Make a list.
Like from Dallas west.
I've been to Dallas. I've never been outside of there. But then again, that's another thing. I've always been to like cities and big cities and stuff like that, where tumbleweeds were probably getting rolled up and smoked.
Yep. Not the best place to find a
Probably.
tumbleweed.
No,
Yeah, 'cause,
but
like I drove from Lubbock into eastern New Mexico, and it was cool, dude. It was a real cool experience, a real cool drive. But it's everything you think.
no, I don't think anything of it.
It meets the standard.
That's not a thought or a standard for me. Fuck that shit. No, but see, that's another thing. Like, I'm a city boy, so I've never seen a tumbleweed, probably because of that. Like even in Nevada, I'll go to like Vegas or somewhere like that, or Arizona, I'll go to Phoenix or Tucson or something like nowhere where there will be tumbleweeds.
I would like to go to one of those places where there is no pollution, light pollution, and you can actually see the night sky.
So nowhere.
No, there's parts out there, probably out in the Midwest. Is that right, Jay?
Alaska, where they're
Alaska, yeah, sure. Parts of Australia.
I'll let you know when I go to Alberta in March.
Nice. Is this your second time going up there?
To Alberta? No, it'll be my first time going to Alberta.
Mm.
I've been in Toronto a bunch of times.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I'm a big fan of Toronto. I'm a big fan of Canada in general. Like it's just a completely different climate than the U.S.
Yeah, I haven't been there in
Canada's
years.
cool. Toronto's like flat. It's real weird.
Yeah.
Because like you get outside of Toronto, dude, it's like there's a shit ton of people, obviously, but it's just straight flat.
Like
everything is gridded.
Yeah, there's not really like Nova Scotia is similar to that. It's weird, but it's just a real good feel though. Like it's just a completely different climate. Like this, it's funny because when you're like the way you're looked at in the U.S. and the way you're looked at in other countries, it's always going to be different. But it's just an extra. Do I want to say warmth? In Canada, there's like an extra warmth. I know that sounds stereotypical because everybody always talks about how Canada is real polite and shit. But it fucking is. Like there's a lot of it's like just like when you go to stores and restaurants and hotels and different things like that, they have an extra oomph, like niceness to them.
Je ne sais quoi.
They do, for sure. I've heard the opposite. Like I was always told Canadians are assholes, especially French Canadians.
Really?
I've never had a bad experience with people up there. They've always been real accommodating, super nice. Like they're just downright good people, and they're like laid back, probably because they smoke an awful lot of weed.
Yeah. Doesn't sound too bad.
But it was like that when I went to France too. It was like that. Like they were like, yeah, the French hate the Americans, blah 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 blah. I didn't have a bad experience in France.
That's good. I would hate
granted,
I
was 18.
and
you
have
know
a
what I'm
bad
saying?
experience.
Yeah, granted I was 18, so I was still really young and I was into like the parties and shit like that, like so
yeah.
I mean, most of the
Chicks
time
with armpit hair.
Oh, jeez.
All right, so I guess we're gonna go ahead and transition over to January.
January.
All right, so have you guys heard about January? And yes, to answer your question, yes. But that's also stereotype. I know a lot of chicks that's from Europe that shave, and really, I have a lot of people that I didn't see a lot of hair on. But anyway, let's go to January.
No, I have no idea what the hell January is. I've been trying to take a hiatus from the news because it just clutters my life up.
You can't take a hiatus from the news if you're on a podcast.
Oh, you got to, or else you'll drive yourself crazy.
So I certainly could take a hiatus. Motherfucker!
Point taken. And hiatus taken as well.
And hiatus. You can take your hiatus and shove it straight up your ass.
Straight up your arsehole.
I need my Kentucky face cream.
I can't look at this picture.
Let me see it. It might be hot. No, that's not hot.
I can't look at this.
It's not hot.
All right. How do you guys feel about this is another chauvinist moment on the podcast, but that's kind of what we do. So how do you guys feel about like women with body hair?
Body hair.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I'm not a fan either. So January is women. I can't keep looking at this picture. women letting their body hair grow for January. It's basically No Shave November.
No Shave November, yeah.
For in January.
Well, but that is to promote or to raise awareness for prostate cancer. What is this for?
All right. Can you see that? Can you read it, or you want me to?
Go ahead.
All right. January wants ladies to love and accept their natural hair while raising money for charity. I couldn't even get that off, Double D, without that.
Nope. What's the charity?
Founder Laura Jackson, age 21, says that she had
Hold up. You can't be 21. Stop. You can't be 21 and be a founder of anything. I'm sorry. You're not even a real adult yet.
Certainly there's enough life experience up to that point.
Oh, yeah, of course.
This is exactly what
where
we
you
talk
can
about,
change an entire... No, don't ruin things for us men, 21-year-old, just because you want to make a mark on society.
This is exactly what we're talking about, though, when it comes to like life experience and just experience in general.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're 21 years old. What exactly could you have done with your life to want to change it?
Yeah. How do you want to change?
It depends. It depends. I mean, there are certain circumstances where a 21-year-old has a lot more life experience than, any of us would because of the circumstances they grew up in.
Yeah, but we're speaking majority.
Well, you know me, I don't like speaking majorities.
I don't give a shit what you like.
So anyways, go ahead. What's the charity for?
Hold on, I'm dialing FedEx right now. I'm getting a package to send you some fucking Western Pennsylvania face cream.
All right, good. I'll tell you what.
That Allegheny
try to go to an airport next time. You'll be blacklisted, bitch.
Made from genuine 100% Allegheny whitefish.
You're not even going to get cavity. You're going to get probed. They're going to fucking give you a prostate exam at the airport.
It's for my business, I swear. Sir, why do you have 20 jars of cum? I'm a businessman. Import export.
Import export.
All right, so she says she got a great response and people signing now. Obviously, it's on the college. What is that? What is that?
Exeter.
The Exeter University student said she came up with the idea for growing out her own hair in a performance. Though I felt liberated and more confident in myself, some people around me didn't understand or agree with why I don't shave. The third-year drama student said.
That's all you need to say. You don't need to say
exactly.
Third-year drama student.
I realized that there is still so much more of us to do. Hold on. I realized that there's still so much more of us to do. So much more for us to do to be able to accept one another fully and truly. She launched a campaign last month, and now women from the UK, US, Canada, Germany, Russia, and Spain are taking parts.
That's all I got to say.
I don't know about seeing those Mediterranean women on No Shave.
I feel like they're already halfway there.
That's fine. I mean, do what you want to do. I mean, but don't be surprised when you get the responses you do, or like you're getting ready to get down and dirty with your homeboy and he vomits in your lap and you got lip locks on your pussy.
Right, and that's the thing. Like with guys, like or anybody about how they look with their body. It's like, I don't care what people think. I'm just going to let my body go however I want. Well, that's fine. You can do that, but if you're not sexually attractive to someone else, don't be surprised.
Exactly, and that's the biggest thing. Like, you don't get mad. Like, at the reaction, you have to be prepared to deal with whatever reaction you get from whatever choice you make. It's that simple. Like, I don't think it's attractive. You know what I'm saying? And it's that's okay. I'm allowed to not find you attractive.
Right. I think there's a big problem with that, and people that speak out against other people, and there's no reason that you should be condemned.
Yeah,
for your opinion.
It's completely circumventing the whole process of cause and effect. You know what I mean? Every action garners a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Like You can't say, okay, well, you should accept me for who I am. That's fine and stuff like that, but I don't have to bang you. I don't have to think it
Right.
looks cute.
Yeah.
Because that's preference.
I don't mind accepting you. I don't have to approve.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
and that's it.
We're all human beings. We all want treated with respect, but that doesn't mean we all have to.
And if you're searching for approval, that's the bigger issue more than anything.
Yeah, and
if you're looking for that validation, like, why? Didn't we just, like, within the last, 10, 15 years move from a society of, well, I don't need your validation for this, that now everybody wants validated, everybody wants accepted.
Yeah. It's...
Fucking hot mess.
So I just showed a text message to Double D. My wife sent me a text message that said, "I'm going to the store in my pajamas. Is that okay?"
No, it is not. The answer to that question is no.
Why not?
He's one of those. He's one of those people. He doesn't approve of that.
And that's perfectly fine. Yes. Don't shame me because I have standards.
First off, you can shame. I hate that word. I hate the word shame. I fucking hate it. Like, it's so fucking stupid. I hate that word shame.
Is this one of those SJW things?
I think so. I hate the word shame. It's so annoying because everything you shame everything now. Oh, I don't want to drink tap water, so you're shaming the tap water. Don't shame the tap water. We're a bunch of water activists now that's going, shut the fuck up. Like, I hate that word shame.
Well, in fairness, water should be clean for consumption.
Shut the fuck up, Jbell. You're missing eat a dick. Go wash. Go cleanse your face. Go cleanse your face.
You can drink all the lead-filled water you want to. I just personally am not going to do that. Yeah, motherfucker, you drink Fiji. I don't want to hear anything from you.
He's moved on.
See, he hasn't been listening to the podcast.
No, he drinks
hasn't
smart
been
water
listening
now.
to the podcast. No, I don't.
What is it?
It's just water.
Just water. Fucking gayest names. Smart water.
Just water is
water,
a gay name?
Water. I get it. We get it. It's
Dude,
water.
I'm going to tell you what. Fiji just tastes different.
Water.
Food. Good food. Just food.
Fiji tastes different.
No, but
I tell it to my wife all the time.
Jay, buy Just Water. It's called Just Water. It comes in a blue container. It actually comes in a blue carton type of container. It's phenomenal. And if you listen to the podcast, you would know that. But obviously, he doesn't.
Is it like Fiji?
It's better.
Is it cheaper?
Yes, like 10 cents cheaper.
Well, it's worth it. I'll try it.
Yeah, you got to buy it. It's fantastic.
You guys and your fucking water.
I don't understand why you don't take water so more seriously, Double D.
It's essential to life, man. It's kind of important.
I know, but I don't consume brain space to. If it's wet, I'll drink it.
Whoa, wait.
All right, well, here's what.
If it's nourishing to my body, I'll
throw
drink it.
Double D into a tailspin.
Oh,
You ready
God.
for this?
Uh-oh.
I'm ready.
Did you know that the water that you consume, specifically around here in these areas, because we're in the generalized area of contaminated water, what they treat it with? And the adding of the fluoride and stuff like that.
I don't know. I don't drink tap water.
Oh.
No, I drink as long as it's filtered. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, well,
yeah, I definitely won't drink tap water.
Filtering doesn't do it any justice necessarily the way that it should. In the early 1900s, a byproduct of...
He really went to the early 1900s.
He did.
I'm telling you, because I researched this shit, no joke. There was a scientist at Carnegie Mellon University, in our background here, they had this influx of this chemical that was left over for something that they were doing with steel production, and it was fluoride. So he figured out that fluoride was good for your teeth and your bones and stuff like that. So let's just pump it into the fucking water.
I wonder who did that test. How do you know that it's good for your... Who did the it's good for your teeth test?
Because, I don't know,
Dentists.
but in trace amounts, it is good at strengthening your enamel, but not pumping it through the public water system like everybody does now.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that they like rub fluoride on your teeth and then let it sit for an hour, grab a chisel and just ping, 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 ping. Yeah, that gives your enamel extra strength. Like it's so weird.
I'm assuming
those tests are so weird.
That they studied it because it's a chemical. It's a end product of some kind of manufacturing in the steel industry that they studied to see if they could make money off of it somehow.
Even though you may be right, I'm still going to go with the chisel thing. I think that's gold.
Okay, that's cool. I'm fine with that too. But yes, like, and fluoride isn't the only thing that they're putting in water. What it is it's slowly poisoning people. Like, I'm really on the verge of like putting a reverse osmosis filtration system in my house.
I thought you said you did that already.
I'm still, because it's so expensive.
Ah.
I'm on the fence, and it's like, I think that I could get Fiji water every day for like consumption and cooking and shit like that.
Just get just water, man. It's better.
I'll try it. But if I can invest in the reverse osmosis thing to make it feasible and not have to spend $1 gazillion a year on filters and shit like that, then I'll do it because it's important. I mean, water is everything to us.
Mm-hmm. I think it's important too. If I had the money to do it, I would get the same thing, the reverse osmosis, whatever would give me the best water. And that way I wouldn't have to fucking think about it. I'd just drink it. It's kind of like now, except I'd be healthier probably.
Water is fantastic. That's like, and I do my water studies to make sure that it's good water. And plus, the funny thing is my wife doesn't like my water, just water, because she says it tastes like nothing.
That's the purpose.
Exactly. It's fucking water. It's not supposed to taste like anything. It's supposed to just, what is it? Replenish. Or yeah. No, it's not. Is it replenish?
Quench.
There it is. It's supposed to just quench your thirst. That's all.
I think water tastes delicious, actually.
But
I like the nothingness.
Yeah, exactly. I like my water to not taste like anything. If you taste something in your water, it's not good water.
Could be semen.
Could be.
So here's a question: if you had semen, like, how would you know what semen tastes like if you haven't had it before?
It'd be salty water. I mean, we'd have to go off
ocean
the
water.
Trials and tribulations of our female cohorts.
Ocean water is just a whole bunch of like
jizz.
Exactly. I think the ocean water. I think the ocean water is just from all the wildlife just nutting in the water.
Are you okay? You almost choked just thinking about it.
It might be. Yeah, he's gagging.
He's gagging. Yeah, if you think about that, dude, the ocean is full of like whale sperm and fish jizz and all kinds of stuff, man.
That's why people that live near the beach always look so young.
Because of fish jizz?
Because of fish jizz.
That is awesome. So you think there's benefits to not only rubbing it on your face, maybe you can exfoliate with it.
You could exfoliate.
Whole body exfoliant.
Maybe it'll make your insides younger.
I think we can open up a whole spa, you guys.
I don't know why. I'm not going into business with you guys.
All right.
Like,
fish jizz, we'll have to wait.
We'll call it nut water.
Just water, nut water. Yummy.
All right, so like back to did we close out January?
No, I think we barely got started on it.
No, it was more of the conversation of. So what do you guys think about that?
I don't know.
I think it's silly.
I don't know.
Because you're expecting somebody to react a certain way because of it. Like, do it. Nobody cares. And if somebody cares, then fuck them. Don't expect people to bang the drum with you and join in the fucking conga line.
So do you think these woolly mammoths are just trolling?
You think they're doing it for attention to get a reaction?
No. I think maybe some, but I think there are people that are legitimately fighting the cause out there for it.
What cause? Like, you're just growing your body here. What are you doing?
Exactly.
That's important?
But everybody got a fucking cause nowadays. Everybody's got some purpose to serve. Instead of handling their own shit, they want to fix the world.
Here's the thing. I don't know when it happened, but somewhere along the line in our civilization, whenever we were becoming a society, we collectively agreed pretty much that hairless women are more attractive. Okay?
Yeah, I don't
So it
understand
became
how that
custom for
happened,
them
but
to
it just
shave.
happened.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I remember like
But
when I
obviously
was
it's a thing.
younger, it's funny because when you're younger, like pubic hair is the shit, and then when you get older, you're like, yeah, no,
Yeah,
you got to
get
get
rid
rid
of
of that.
Because when the first cave woman
Oh my!
Tried
Don't
to-
do first cave.
tried
Don't
to-
say the first cave woman.
listen,
Yeah,
listen
first
to me.
cave
This is a
woman.
good theory because when the first cave woman lit her fart over an open fire and it singed her ass and box hair, and her husband, her caveman, realized that he didn't get chafing on his face anymore after the hair was gone. That's where it started.
That was the first Congo wax.
That was the first Congo wax.
The cave Congo. Give me that cave Congo. That's where they do it with fire.
Yes.
Just singe it all off. Then, of course, you have to move the fur pelt out of the way. And
It
then
made
that's
the insurance cheaper too.
The smell of burnt hair and sweaty ass.
swamp ass and, oh, man.
Oh, boy, that
Mammoth
Like,
guts.
because think about it, burnt hair is already like just a nasty smell.
Yeah.
It is
Oh, yeah.
already just a nasty smell. So burnt hair and ass crack, like ugh.
Just imagine how bad they smelled back then, man.
Ooh, and imagine
Be
going
worse
down,
than in prison, being forced to suck dick in prison.
like ooh. So like,
And not many things are worse than being forced to suck dick in prison.
I don't know. Maybe going down on a hairy vagina.
A hairy cave woman.
Yeah, like I'm not trying to floss my teeth and like lick your vagina at the same time. Like that's nasty.
What would you call that? Would you call that like a master box?
I would call that face grooming.
Ooh.
Honey, I can't touch your master box. It's pretty rank today.
Master box.
Go walk in the
Plus,
lake.
I'm pretty sure you have a small bird hiding in there somewhere. Yep. Listen, dude. If I get to that point and she got tusks, game over.
So, what age do you think? Like, what age do you think is just fuck it with manscaping and grooming and just grooming in general? What age do you think you'll
man.
get to?
I'm hoping at least the late 110s, 120s. Hopefully
That's
I
a
can
good
make
number. That's a good number. I'd probably concede to that.
it. What do you
I
guys
think when you lose your physical dexterity, like when you can't bend enough to shave your ass and balls.
Yeah, I'm going to get waxed
You're
in. I'm going to get it done. Like
man.
I'm always going to have a clean shop. I think I'm going to die with a clean shop. Like if I'm like I'm getting cremated, but if I'm at a funeral and you're laying me out and I have a hairy dick, I'm haunting you.
What are you going to be in the coffin naked?
Yeah.
We don't.
How else
man.
are you going to die?
I don't know.
So here's another question that I pose. As you get older, you naturally begin to lose your hair follicles. Do you think that you begin also to lose your ball and ass hair too? Are you like shedding ball and ass hair?
I wouldn't mind
No. Yeah, that'd
But do
be
you think that's
easy.
a legitimate thing?
that. I don't think so. The fucked up thing is, I don't know.
Not everybody loses their hair, though.
Yeah,
when they get old.
exactly. Like
Especially women. Like, right?
I've seen a couple chicks with their hair thinning as they got older. It looks so weird.
Oh,
like
man.
it looks so weird.
I want to go way before that, man. I don't want to get old. Fucking end it now.
I don't know.
I
I
think
mean,
you
you're
look great in a toupee.
yeah, but you're also 37 and you still have a full head of hair, and it also looks decent.
Very
so,
lucky for that. Very
Yeah.
thankful for that.
The same thing with you too, Jbell. And I mean, you have a lot of forehead to cover, so just to keep your hair the length that it is, that's an accomplishment. You guys, he's kind of, but me and Jbell are kind of similar because we just get gray as shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm gray as hell.
Yeah, I
my
see
hair,
that.
my hairline's fantastic. I'm just gray as shit.
Yeah, you got a better hairline than I. I'm very thankful to have hair, though. Wouldn't that suck to be bald?
Like the funny thing is, a lot of my family members went bald.
Same here.
Like it's so crazy to me. Like my cousin 2 years older than me, and he lost all of his hair.
Oh man,
It is insane.
would you just
My brother's bald.
bake it? Do you think?
What?
Would you just shave your head completely?
Yeah. I would.
Oh, for sure.
There's no way that I would let my hair thin. I think that looks fucking stupid trying to hold on to what's left.
Yeah, trying to make it work.
You look worse by trying to style 6 pieces
Yeah.
of hair than you would just big.
Oh,
hair.
for sure.
Yeah. Oh, it's gone.
Some women like that, man. I've seen them. I've seen
The
beautiful
George
women
Jefferson?
with baked guys with baked heads that you can tell they're like bald, so they just bake it, and they're with
Oh, yeah.
gorgeous women. It's like, what the fuck?
No, I mean bald heads are in right now. Like I know a lot of women that actually like bald heads.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. We were actually going to have a challenge at work. We were actually going to have a challenge. Either
No, we
let your
weren't.
hair. Yeah, you're not in the room.
Good.
Let your hair grow for a year, or keep it shaved for a year.
Oh,
We were
man.
going to do that,
That's a commitment right there.
but
That
we
is a serious
we
commitment.
couldn't come up with a consequence. So if we'd have came up with a consequence, I'd have probably been bald for all year.
You could put up money.
Yeah, well, that's what I was. I was
Like the
thinking.
Seinfeld
I was
Master of the
thinking.
House
Yeah, I was
competition.
thinking like grab a big ass pickle jar and just throw like $5 in a month or something like
There
that.
you go.
Nah, I think it has to be bigger stakes than that. I think it's like a very disappointing tattoo or something.
Oh, man.
My consequence was you have to pay everybody $50.
If you lose,
If you lose,
don't
like if you
follow
if you
through.
if you yeah, no matter what you have to do, no matter what you do, you have to stick to the rules of the rules of the bet.
What
so,
if everybody makes it?
You couldn't have one of the girls in the room do it though, because it's easier for them to just let their hair grow.
True.
Well,
an unfair
well, in that
advantage.
case, they just got to let
And
their
you certainly
mustache grow
can't
out.
have them.
oh man.
Oh boy! Sign the petition.
I'm not
This girl
gonna.
from
But see,
Exeter.
here's the thing. Like that, even if it's like, oh yeah, well, you got to let your leg hair grow, but that's not a detriment to her. That's a detriment to her dude. And I'm all about empowering the man. So, like, I'm not gonna do anything that's gonna harm. Like,
Right.
So yeah, they just weren't involved in this.
You're telling me you don't like to run your hand up your girl's leg and feel it nice and hairy like your own leg?
Who, Jay?
No, you either one of you.
Absolutely. You said nice and hairy.
Yeah, you don't like that?
Oh my god! That gave me chills. Look. Oh my gosh. Oh, that is so nasty.
He does not like that.
Oh,
Not a fan of the fur.
look, it gave me chills.
I see that. He really does have goosebumps.
Not a fan of the fur.
Don't. You can run your hand up my leg if you want.
No,
You give it a try.
But see, you're a guy. I expect you to have hair on your legs.
Oh yeah, if you're not expecting it and you go up and you
Yeah, and then it just like first is smooth like by the ankle, and then all of a sudden you're running up
Prickly.
a tundra.
Find a
you
fucking
feel like
reindeer.
you feel like the ranger on a Chevy commercial. Right, Chevy's Ranger.
Dude, I got some guy friends that shave every bit of hair off of their body except
pasa?
for their
¿Qué pasa, jefe?
head and face.
Go ahead.
every single hair.
Every single hair except for like face, eyebrows, and head.
Wow, arm hair and everything.
Arm hair, leg hair, dick and ball hair.
Dude, I'll tell you
ass
another
hair.
thing
I-
I'm thankful for is not having a hairy back.
I don't have a hairy back or chest. I'm
Me
thanful
too,
for that
yeah.
too.
Thank God.
I got a hairy chest.
Yeah, I don't have a hairy chest. I have like 6 hairs on my chest. And my back, I don't have a hairy back either. But a friend of mine, he actually shaves his arms. But the reason why he shaves his arms is because he has sleeve tattoos. So he shaves them so that way the sleeve tattoos will show.
Come through. Yeah.
But that's the only reason. Because he has some on his calves too, but he doesn't shave those because that's just wrong.
It's too far.
Like I shave, for example, like I said, I shave my armpits. I just don't like the hair on my armpits.
I trim mine down. It's an efficiency thing because all the sweating and shit like that, it
Yeah.
just gets there. You smell rank.
Yeah, it just looks unsightly too.
Yeah, exactly. So wait, so you shave your arm? You did all of this making fun of me.
Hold up.
And you shave your armpits?
versus trim, dude. Those are two different words.
I'm asking you, do you shave your armpits?
No.
So you trim them?
Yes.
Okay. Do you trim them with scissors, clippers? How do you
Clippers.
trim 'em? Clippers? Really?
Clippers. Yeah.
How do you trim your armpits with clippers?
Like this?
Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it.
Yeah, but so there's still hair when you go over it with
Yeah,
clippers?
you just go. You just,
Little bit.
You just go lightly over the take however much.
Because I use clippers to shave mine, and it's left, right, gone. Why don't you just go to full distance instead of just trying to get the first down
and shave them down to completely bald?
Get a touchdown, yeah.
I don't know about this, dude. Did you hear
this,
Justin?
Give it a shot. I challenge both of you guys to shave your fucking armpits. Especially you, Double D.
You don't need to challenge me.
I challenge Double D to shave his armpits completely for a month.
Why? What's the advantages?
I will say
First
that deodorant adheres better
yeah.
to skin.
Deodorant spreads a lot better.
All right.
It's just you. It just feels better.
Don't get those
It feels better.
Pit stains either.
Yeah. You don't get pit stains. It
All
feels
right.
better. Give it a shot.
We'll see. We'll see.
No, I want a yes or no right now because we'll see is too out in the open. Don't try to fucking. I'm not your kid. Don't give me a we'll see. You know how many. You know how many we'll see and we'll check it out. I give my kids.
Maybe later.
Yeah, you can't throw that to a
This motherfucker. Like,
sorry, I forgot who I was talking to, guys. You're grown ups.
Yeah, exactly. We're grown up ish.
We're
grown up
with my
adjacent.
kids.
Yeah, come on. All right, so we need a yes or no, Double D.
We'll see.
No, don't give me a we'll see. It's Sunday, so just let him loose when you get home.
All right.
Don't be non-committal.
Deal? And I want to shake on it.
We'll see. I don't shake because I got to.
All right, well, we got a fist bump and turn, Wonder Twin style.
Ching.
All right.
Ching.
I get one hair that grows out of my forehead. One gray hair. And it drives me nuts.
Like the middle of your forehead?
Always I always recognize it's there in like the most flattering of environments. Like I'll be in a store and touch my forehead and get like a little tickle on my finger and I'm like, that fucking hair's back again.
I forgot to pluck it whenever I
You know how you have the salt and pepper look going on like all over? I get one gray hair in my beard, like right by my lip, and I pull it all the time. I get one gray fucking hair. Just one.
See, I used to pluck mine until it got to the point where it was like, there's no use anymore.
Well, you're not really. Do you dye?
No, I don't.
So you're not really that gray.
Well, I mean, I notice them, I'm sure, more than you notice them on my head. But.
Well, yeah, obviously. And I'm also not studying your hair. Like, remember when... All right. So I'm going to tell you this story. I'm going to tell you this story, Jay. I don't know if you were here. You were at work during this. But I was in my room. I was in my cell, and I was talking to one of our coworkers. And he was like... And we were talking about Double D's neck tattoo. And we were talking about how it looks like a tag. And I was like, it actually says Fruit of the Loom on it. If you get close enough, it'll say Fruit of the Loom. Hold on. So, and he's like, really? I was like, yeah, but you really got to get close enough to check it out. But it does say Fruit of the Loom. So the next day, he walks up to me and he's like, you're an asshole. And I'm like, why am I an ass? He was like, because I was so close to him that I could probably smell his cologne, and his tattoo did not say Fruit of the Loom.
Dude, I'm just grateful that you didn't tell a whole bunch of people this.
I started fucking
all day
crying.
I'd be turning around seeing people
because Double D has space issues to begin with.
Oh, my gosh. I started crying.
What the fuck are you doing? Get away from me.
It was so outrageous to me that I did not think that he would believe it because think about it. It sounds so fucking stupid. Like,
I agree.
I don't know.
It does sound stupid.
But he was like, yeah, well, I just have a hard time knowing when you're serious and when you're joking. And I'm like, that was such an outrageous.
There is no Fruit of the Loom stamp on the back of my neck, just to be clear.
I didn't think
There should be.
You should have got it.
Hanes, bitch. Hanes all the way.
You should get it. Well, then, if you're a Hanes guy, you should get a Hanes tattooed, like in your tramp stamp area.
Fucking A.
You need one in your tramp stamp area.
Yeah.
You do need a tramp stamp, Double D.
I don't know if there's enough alcohol and money in the world for me to get a tramp stamp. Maybe $4 billion.
That's what you guys should use for your hair challenge. Remorseless.
Loser has to get a tramp stamp.
The loser has to get a tramp stamp.
Well, we can't do that because we got some religious people, and they're all about God and all of that no tattoo shit.
Then they could get a henna tramp stamp that comes off.
And plus, I don't have any room to get a tramp stamp. My whole back is covered. Remember?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Then don't lose.
Oh no, I wasn't going to lose anyway. I'm way too competitive for that bullshit. But I'm already like the odds are already in my favor. Where else would I get a tattoo? Like, is it on Impractical Jokers where I
As
get
low
a
as you
tattoo
can
of
get it.
Jaden Smith on my leg.
Jesus.
Wait, am I the only one out watching Practical Jokers?
I've seen it before.
I've seen a few clips.
All right, well, that fucked up my reference.
Well,
I know what you're talking about. I just think it's more telling that you went straight to Jaden Smith.
He had a tattoo of Jaden Smith
I
on
know.
his leg.
I know.
All right, well, we're going to go ahead and move on from this bullshit. I mean, I just wanted to talk about January and all of the other. I mean, we did a lot of bullshitting. We had a decent.
yeah.
Do you think, since we are a Pittsburgh podcast, that we should talk about Antonio Brown?
Yeah,
Just a little
no,
bit.
I mean,
because
honestly,
I don't think that it has to be necessarily an entire like sports conversation. It
No,
can be
hold on. And that was another thing that
an
I
attitude thing.
That was another thing that I was going to talk about. We talk about any and everything we want to. Why exactly do we avoid sports?
Double D.
Yeah, fuck Double D. Fuck
Thanks,
you.
guys.
We can talk about sports if we want to.
You can
From
talk
now
about
on, we're
anything you
talking
want.
about sports. If you
talk
don't know
about
anything
sports.
about damn sports, then just ask questions and just don't be in the conversation. But
That's
we're going
what
to talk
I'm
about
gonna
sports.
do.
God damn it!
I'm sitting here being
This isn't the
quiet.
type of conversation that it's necessarily going to pigeonhole him, like throw him as an outcast.
No,
because
but-
it really is a personality thing.
No, but what I'm saying is, being in Pittsburgh is a pretty high sports oriented city. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, this will never be a sports podcast, but for example, wrestling. Pittsburgh is a very big, or Pennsylvania is a very big wrestling state. As a matter of fact, shout out to my son. He actually just got second place yesterday
I
in
saw
his
that.
tournament.
Good for him.
Nice.
Man.
Yeah.
Good for him.
He went from the fourth place trophy to the second place trophy.
Excellent.
Yeah, he's
Good
doing
job,
he's
man.
doing really well. But
So we're gonna get him on a steroid regimen to go from second to first.
or just a regular workout regime. Like that was weird.
Nah,
Well,
steroids.
I mean, we could take it to that next level.
Do it.
Do it.
I'm sure I can find somebody that got some D-ball laying around somewhere. We could get him a couple injections.
Yo, don't ever say D-ball to me.
That's what it's called, D-ball. The crazy shit that you buy, the black market steroids, D-ball.
No, I know what it's called, but we're talking about my son, steroids and D-ball. That's just not a good conversation. But
Listen, I'm
yeah,
just-
so
I'm
what do
just
you got to
saying.
say about AB?
Well, I mean, it's been the talk of the town for the last week.
Yeah.
Like, who do you think's at fault? Do you think it's AB? Do you think it's Mike Tomlin? Do you think it's Ben Roethlisberger? Do you think it's the entire organization?
Oh,
Now,
Because I've
For sure.
certainly got my opinions, but I'd like to hear what everybody has to say.
I think I have a better better viewpoint because I'm not a Steelers fan. You know what I'm saying? If you guys do choose to trade AB, we will gladly take him on the Jets. Just a FYI. But no, but hold on for a minute. Double D, you got to take this. I got to see what's wrong with my baby boy.
all right. So obviously you want an expert opinion. That's why you come to me. Obviously.
Yes.
So it's got to be. We're gonna go with the whole organization on this one, Jay. I mean, look at these people. Can we get some? Can we get some good management in there? Let's get some
Double D, can you move closer to his mic so I can hear you better?
closer to his mic.
Yeah, because that's how I'm picking you up.
Yeah. How's this?
Oh, dude, that's so much.
All right. Yeah. So what do we got going on with this AB guy?
Why are you jumping mics?
He told me to. Yeah. Yeah. Back on my mic.
So do you know do you know what happened with the whole AB situation?
I'm gathering that they want to trade him to the Jets.
Well, there was a big blow up. Like, he's had a year of like really like odd behavior to the point like where he didn't come for like organized team activities, to where he just randomly left a couple times during like practice or camp and stuff like that, to a situation in Miami where he was throwing furniture out of a damn condo down to the ground.
He
Are
was
we
just trying
talking,
to do Johnny. He's trying to live the Johnny Depp life. That's all.
The
And,
Britney Spears in 07 kind of
The
freak
latest
out.
one was they were practicing last week before their final season of the game, a game that they had to win to have a chance to make the playoffs. And he got into an argument with Roethlisberger, I think it was, or something like that, threw a ball at him and said, "Fuck it, I'm out of here. Trade me. I'm done."
Well,
What's his problem,
then-
man?
go ahead.
Didn't show up the rest of the week when he was told that, because he had some knee issues, he was told to go get an MRI. He never did that. And then his agent called instead of him calling the coach on Sunday morning and said, AB's good to go. He's ready to play. And then Mike Tomlin was like, "That's not how we do business around here." And then Tomlin talked to him Sunday prior to the game during pregame and he asked him what he should do. Tomlin said, "Stand on the sideline and support your teammates." So he did for a half, and he left at halftime, and nobody's talked to him since. And then Tomlin was giving a press conference, his end-of-the-year press conference, on Wednesday, and while he was doing that, AB was on James Harrison's Instagram live feed talking about how they're going to give some kind of exclusive. Like, it's just been a big shitstorm. And now they're talking about trading him, not trading him, like his attitude. He's such, because wide receivers have always been labeled as divas, like dramatic players.
Right. All right. So here is the professional Double D take on this here, because we all know that's what we want here on the No Filter podcast. Double D talking about sports. So look, he's hooked on the yay. All right, he's strung out on cocaine.
Tell your wife, just because she had a hood on didn't mean we can't see her. We still see you. We still see you. We still see you. Hi. We still see you. You can't hide. You can't hide. No, you're hiding. We see you. We see you. See you. We see you.
Camera's right here, Kimmy.
Hola.
All right, so Double D's professional opinion.
Yeah,
Sorry, go ahead.
He's hooked on cocaine. He's all strung out. Look at this.
He's from South Florida.
This erratic behavior. I mean, we've seen this time and time again with celebrities that are into drugs. He's spiraling out of control.
It was a good synopsis.
Thanks, and that was Double D's take on sports.
All right. I don't even know if I can follow that up. That was just so perfect. I think it's jealousy because Juju's a really good receiver.
Yeah. I think that's part of it.
I think he's getting intimidated and getting worried that he is expiring, especially since you go from 25, 30, 40 catches a game to damn near having every single target to only being targeted 5-6 times. But you also have to understand, you're a number one receiver. They make defensive plans because of you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Same thing with like Julio Jones. He can't get mad because Ridley, Sanu, and Hooper they're getting these passes. You know what I'm saying? Because he understands that you're a number one receiver. You get this money. You get this clout. You get this attention because you're so good at what you do, and you're going to be. So what you have to do is stop being a little bitch and actually realize what's going on.
Well,
and
AB's always been a selfish dude.
Well, yeah, I mean,
he doesn't come out in the public necessarily all the time. But
yes,
like anybody that knows anything about people, you can tell. You can watch him when you see him on the field or when you hear him talk and stuff like that. He's a selfish dude. And it's come out many a times from multiple reports of teammates.
He reminded me of a better version of Des Bryant.
Yes.
But most of the receivers now are more like that. Like they're a lot more childish. Like the funny thing about the older receivers, like Michael Irvin, he was an asshole.
There's no mistaking that.
Hold on, no. He was an asshole, but he wasn't a child. There's a difference.
Well, he was also a team guy. You
exactly.
know what I mean?
And that's what I mean. He was an asshole, but he wasn't a child. He was I'm the best. You're not getting this autograph. Like I'll say when it started going towards like Because even Uncho Cinco and T.O., they were assholes, but they weren't children. Like I've never seen them throw fits like Dez Bryant. I think it started with Dez, like Dez Bryant, OBJ, Antonio Brown. AJ Green's not like that.
T.O. certainly did. I've seen it many times.
I've never seen T.O. throw a fit like
when he doesn't get the ball. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I think so. I think so. Yeah, you're right.
Not so much with Ocho Cinco, but T.O. certainly. I just think that, like, here's my issue. Like, and I'm a huge sports fan. I love Pittsburgh sports. But my issue lies with Yinzers, the average Pittsburgh sports fan. Because they don't understand the mechanics of sports. They don't get it. They want to be a part of it. They think they know everything, but they don't understand it. It's not just Antonio Brown's fault. He's an asshole. Don't get me wrong. He's selfish and whatnot. He's also the fucking hardest working motherfucker on that team. He works more than probably the next three superstars on that team. He outworks everybody.
Absolutely. So
there's that.
So here's a question for you before you continue. So why don't you have the same sentiment towards Le'Veon then? Because Le'Veon obviously was a very, very hard worker. You have to be in order to be that good of a running back.
I'm not going to say that Le'Veon doesn't work, because he does. He don't put in the work that Antonio Brown does.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is in
fairness, not many people do put in that level of work.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is your sentiment was different. Your sentiment's different with Le'Veon than it is with AB.
My issue with Le'Veon is not about him wanting to get paid.
Is it about his music?
It's his music. He's a terrible rapper. I already told you that. It's about not recognizing the environment that he lives in. He has to understand that he was not ever going to get the money that he was looking for because of the position he plays, regardless if he's a generational talent or not. The league just does not reward the running back position like that. It doesn't happen.
Okay. All right, so continue.
So with AB, like I was saying, he's a diva. He's a selfish fucker. I still think that there's something more going on this year than a lot of people know about, too. That's just my feeling. But there's a locker room issue. Like Mike Tomlin, for as good as a coach as he is, it's very difficult for him to control that locker room because of all the personalities. But he also plays a part in it. He is the head coach. He certainly garners a level of attention when things like this go down. Ben Roethlisberger, dude, love the guy. Great quarterback. One of the best of all times. He's just as guilty in this situation as everybody else is. He's just better at playing the media game than everybody. He really is. He plays the nice, kind boy from Ohio, the quarterback, this and that, trying to push aside his transgressions of the past. He's just as shady as the rest of them. He's just as divisive as the rest of them. He controls a lot of what's going on. And when you go on your radio shows or you talk in the media and stuff like that, and you put players on blast like that, you don't do that. You handle that in the locker room. You don't blow people up in the media. That's just not how it's supposed to be done.
Blow? What situation are you talking about exactly?
Dude, he routinely blows people up on his radio show on Tuesdays in the Fan, or when he's getting interviewed, post-game. Anything like that. He says things about AB all the time. He says things about Le'Veon. He says things about other receivers. The only people he doesn't talk about are his offensive linemen. Because he knows that's where his money's made. Because if those guys decide to say, fuck you.
It'll be like any given Sunday. He'll get his shit all fucked up.
Yeah. So, in my opinion, like how it should work is your three superstars, Ben Roethlisberger, Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, they should be your three best leaders. And that's not the case. And that's why the locker room is what it is right now.
That's not the case. And let me just cut in right here, Jbell, because I got to tell you, you're absolutely right. There's blame to go around all over. I mean, with Tomlin all the way at the top, he is responsible ultimately for his guys. But at the end of the day, AB, he puts in a lot of work, but he's just got to clean his act up,
Why do you sound like an old Jewish guy from Chicago?
He was definitely getting his that's his sports announcer.
That's my
his sportscaster face.
That's my Pittsburgh
Sounds
sports
like a
announcer.
young version of Howard Cosell.
Why does
I'm Charles Stampowski.
Yeah, but he doesn't sound like
Chucky
he's from
Stamps.
Pittsburgh. Why is that your Pittsburgh sports announcer?
Because I'm Chucky Stamps. My friends call me Chucky Stamps.
Hold on. So the reason why that's your Pittsburgh sports announcer is because you're Chucky Stamps?
No, I'm from Pittsburgh here, guy. Come on.
So why do you sound like you're from
Born and
Chicago?
Born and bred, man. Let's get back. Can we get back to the sports?
All right, I just wanted to know.
Man, this isn't an interview on me. We're
But
talking
Yinzers are quick to jump to conclusions because they believe what's right in their face. Like, it's all AB's fault. He's a piece of shit. Trade him. We don't care what the cap cost is. It doesn't make a difference.
Hey, it may come down to that, buddy.
It may come down to that.
Yeah, but you got to keep in mind, Pittsburgh's a very divisive city anyway. So it's either you're gonna be loved. It's funny because I'm gonna use a Batman reference. You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. And that's how almost every player went out in Pittsburgh. Even if you think about it, our winners like Hines Ward and Troy Polamalu, like a lot of them, they went down in a blaze.
Yeah, I mean that's a fair way to look at things. Although a lot of those guys were forced to leave.
Exactly.
Their
But
talent wasn't commensurate with their salary.
I can't
stand Yinzers, man. Like I listen to sports talk radio, I read articles and stuff like that, and I see the comments. And Yinzers are some of the most unrealistic sports fans in the fucking world.
Well, them and Oakland Raider fans.
They're just nuts. Like they stab people in the parking lot.
And let me see.
That's what I call a good time, Jbell.
the craziest football fans. Eagles, Raiders, Steelers.
Dude, the Eagles have to have a jail cell in the bottom of their stadium. That's how crazy they are.
No, the Eagles fans. I've only been to 2 Eagles games my whole life, and I'll never go back to another one. That shit. I went as a kid.
Crazy.
I went as a kid. Then I went as an adult. And when I went as a kid, it was fun because I was a kid. But when I went as an adult, and I actually seen these fuckheads be fuckheads and just fuckhead all over the place, nope, never going back.
Yeah, it's rough.
The Seahawks have a pretty decent. Kansas City. That's who I was thinking of. Kansas City.
Seattle too. Seattle has a loud fan base. Kansas City has a loud fan base.
Yeah, there's a
They're
lot of.
stupid though. They get on talk. Yeah, you know this damn Antonio Brown. You know he comes out here with all his fucking mink coats and shit like that. Yeah, you just trade his selfish ass.
We gotta
get out there. I don't care if you lose $100 million.
You guys don't know what you're talking about. It was Ben's fault. He threw 16 interceptions this year.
Finally, we got some good callers on. All right.
Hey, my name is John. I'm from
Hey,
Squirrel
John,
Hill.
where you from? What do you want?
I'm from Squirrel Hill, and I just want to say we need to trade Antonio Brown.
Yeah. Trade Antonio
Yeah,
Brown.
that guy's
That's
a
what
fucking
always comes from
asshole.
the
This
beginning.
is John from Squirrel Hill.
You see a stupid haircut.
Yeah, all right. Hey, listen, he puts in a lot of hard work there, John.
He doesn't put in enough. He doesn't put in enough hard work, or we would be in the fucking playoffs.
Hey,
You get a statue of Mario Lemieux. You get a statue Art Rooney, the senior.
Gotta get the Rooney up there. Gotta get the
You get
Rooney.
a statue of Jerome Bettis. You get
The
Bus up
bus.
there.
Speaking of
You get a
going out
statue
with
of Hines Ward.
going out a hero,
Heath
that
Miller.
Jerome Bettis, man.
Roberto Clemente, Heath Miller.
Don't forget Harness
Heath.
Wagner. Harness Wagner.
That's right.
Harness Wagner, Troy Polamalu.
Listen, guys, the good thing about this, as soon as
Fubatu,
Steelers is
motherfucker.
over, we're gonna be right into we're gonna be right onto the Penguins, okay? Because the Pens are going all the way this year, and we have that to look forward here. And we got spring training starting a little bit. Pittsburgh is not looking down.
Thanks, Chucky.
This is Chucky Stamps.
Thanks, Chucky.
I think I love Chucky Stamps. I love Chucky Stamps.
Chucky Stamps should make a appearance every week.
I think
It
we're
was
gonna get a
sports.
sports. Yeah, we're gonna get a sports analysis every week from Chucky Stamps.
Chucky Stamps.
So I want you to never watch sports again, Double D.
All right, I'll
So
just
that way
relay
you
sports
can-
how I see them.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh man.
All right.
All right. This
So,
was a
but
good
yeah.
episode. Are we done?
I am.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but I mean, did we wrap up the Antonio Brown thing, or was it
Not really. I mean, like
Chucky kind of did though?
Chucky, he stitched it together.
Spot
for us.
on, I think. That guy is good.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get out of here. This was a good episode. Yeah. So, do we have any closers? Me personally, I don't have.
I got a recommendation.
What is it?
If anybody is a fan of the Making a Murderer seasons on Netflix, I know I talked about Evil Genius 2 on Netflix. There's another one that I recently watched. It's called An Innocent Man. And that's all I'll say. If you like any of those two, you will like this one. It is really good.
Nice. That on Netflix, too?
Yep, An Innocent Man.
Good deal. I recommend shaving and trimming because it's good. It is good. That's all I got to say.
I already gave my recommendation, but it was more towards Double D. Make sure you shave your armpits, and we want a review next week.
Okay.
I'm serious.
All right.
Content
Shave
purposes.
versus
Shave your armpits.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna give you a challenge every week. I'm gonna try to give you a challenge
What's
every
this
week.
challenge every week?
I don't know.
I don't know about
I'm gonna
this.
try to give you one.
Let's see.
I mean, nobody's got a gun to your head. You don't have to do it. We already shook on that armpit shaving
I'm very
thing,
thankful
though.
you put the gun away, by the way. Thank you for not holding a gun to my head anymore.
You are a fucking snitch. But yeah, I don't have any recommendations. I watched Venom finally, but I don't have any recommendations.
Is
this
that
week.
good? I don't think it would be good.
It was. It was actually.
Was it?
It was a decent opener movie. It sucks that Venom's owned by Sony because, let's just say, well, they had to make a story without Spider-Man, obviously, because Marvel has Spider-Man
Right.
now. So I think that once Marvel buys Venom off of Sony, they're gonna revamp Venom. But the fucked up thing is Tom Hardy's Venom. Oh, speaking of Tom Hardy, shout out to Tom, man. Get well soon.
Yeah, Tom.
Yeah.
Love you, brother.
We all love you. Get well soon, man. But Tom Hardy's Venom was really, really good. He just had a terrible. He tried to get rid of his British accent, and he had a fucking horrible American accent. Like, you could hear him consistently fight the British.
Oh, jeez.
It was like a war.
It's got to be better than that kid from that 70s show.
Which one?
Eric from that 70s show that was in Spider-Man 3, played Eddie Brock.
I really liked him. I like him as an actor. I like him as an actor.
Horrible Venom.
No, oh yeah, absolutely. Well, those Spider-Mans. See, it's this with those movies, like kind of like Daredevil and the Green Lantern, and just these movies that come out. They do the best they can do with shitty scripts.
It's not good enough.
That's true. That's true. But if the script is shitty, the movie's not going to be good. Do you agree?
I agree, 100%.
But anyway, yeah, I don't have any recommendations. Wrap this back around. I don't have any more. I don't have any recommendations. Closer is, I'm a big fan of consistency. So I'm going to consistently say, you can do whatever you want. You just have to be prepared for the consequences that are going to come from whatever you choose to do. You'll always get results. That's all. You always get reactions. That's what it was, not results. But that's all. Other than that, I'm cool. Jay?
Wake the fuck up, Yinzers. You guys suck. Spend a little bit of time being a normal human being and understand that not everything is one-sided in your sports view. It's not always going to be just one person's fault or another person's fault, and the Steelers are not going to make it to the Super Bowl every year. The Penguins are not going to win the Stanley Cup every year. Everyone's given up on the Pirates, so I don't even have to talk about that.
I'm a Yankees fan.
Yeah, you're an asshole.
He's a fucking Red Sox fan. He's an asshole too. They do the exact same thing we do every year.
He is
the exact same thing.
He does fall in the asshole category.
Yeah, you fucking
Anyhow,
asshole.
True.
Stop being yinzers. Wake up. Just be human beings for once. Let's go for that. Let's strive for that in 2019. Let's be normal sports fans who paint our faces, drink copious amounts of alcohol in the parking lot, and fight each other. Let's just be normal.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, Double D, you said something, right?
Yeah, just not a fan of the January. That's it. That's all I got.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening, man. Some of the shit that you hear, you may like it, you may hate it, you may agree, you may disagree. The shit that we say, you may relate to. Some of the shit that we say, you may not. But whatever it is that you hear from us, one thing that we can guarantee is that it will always be no filter. Signing off. This is Remorseless.
Me, Double D.
Jbell.
The Sasquatch. That's what we're going to call him. Jbell Bigfoot.
Sasquatch.
Jbell Sasquatch. All right, man. Thank you for listening.
Hello, everybody. This is Alexander Ovechkin, greatest Russian hockey players of all times. When I'm not scoring goals or tearing down a great imperialistic American devil, I'm listening to No Filter. It's a great show. Please take time to connect with these American dogs on their social media outlets. You can find them on Twitter at network_EMP, Instagram EMP Network 412, and Facebook EMP Network. If you do not listen to my advice, you will feel the full wrath of Mother Russia. До свидания, comrades.